Alrighty, good morning everybody. MacBean's Couch Fitness. Heading out to the gym and thought I'd have a little chat about some of the things I've seen, heard, comments, good, bad, indifferent. Come on, get back over there. We have to start this again. And kind of have a discussion on that. So I had a subscriber, and I do appreciate subscribers who sit there and put input in. He says, you know, what good are those push-ups? You lift heavier weight, or are you doing them just because you like them? So, well, he knows how I responded to him. I said, oh, somebody got out on the wrong side of the bed because I did this morning. I was sluggish, I was tired, I was unmotivated, and could have made for a bad day. But I got out of bed, I went and had a protein shake with a couple eggs in it, and I'm realizing I'm going to have to up my calories because I'm down to 237, and I'm not trying to cut weight. So a lot of times you say, okay, I got to make an adjustment. And fitness is adjustments. So on the answer of the exercises, it's okay, tilt it a little bit, I don't care. Number one, and I see this out there a lot, you know, the video starts, stop doing this exercise, or this exercise is not good for you, you know, and as soon as they say that, it's okay, well, you're giving an opinion, they're not giving a fact. All right, I'm looking at the person going, well, at one time, they absolutely did this exercise, you know, because they tend to be in the fitness, they tend to be in the bodybuilding type of fitness and that. It took them a long time to get to that physique, and I guarantee you they tried everything at one time. But what happens is you start saying, okay, what is it I'm trying to accomplish, and what is really working for me? Because everybody is different. But number one, every exercise has a benefit. Every exercise has a benefit. Every exercise has a benefit. If you're contracting a muscle, you are making that muscle stronger, leaner, better form, whatever. Now, that exercise may not be supporting what you want to do in your long-term goals, but then you got to know what your long-term goals are. And even that being said, every exercise is good for you. So I'm never going to come out and say, stop doing this exercise, because you're not stating a fact, you're stating an opinion. And it's okay to state opinions. The best way to say it is, in my opinion, this exercise is not really accomplishing what you think it is, or maybe there's better exercises to do instead. And that would probably be more of a true statement. But like a broken record, every exercise has its benefit. And generally there are some exercises that isolate the target muscles better than others, but doing a core exercise such as a push-up, a pull-up, a sit-up, deep knee bends, engage a lot of supporting muscles that you may not be using when you're doing heavy lifting, or may cause injury while you're doing heavy lifting because you did not support those small muscles. I mean, I have and I'm hoping that I have volume. I'm going to pause this real quick. Okay, part two. I made a part two because sometimes I have my Bluetooth on and it kicks into the car, and then you don't hear anything I have to say, which is kind of ridiculous on my part. There we go. Now we got it going. So, every exercise has its purpose. Are there other exercises that may better isolate the target muscle? Yes, but having exercises that cover a wide range of muscles and supporting muscles is beneficial. I do a lot of these shoulder exercises. One of the reasons my rotator cuffs are healthy, these were shown to me by a gentleman I lifted with out in Homer Glen probably 20 years ago, when I had a shoulder injury, and I was taking 6 Ultra before I worked out because it was painful. knees. And within like 3 weeks, my shoulders were on the process of being healed. By 3 months, it's like it never happened. So I incorporate those when I remember to do them. So when you're working out, a lot of times you're doing those basic ones, the bench, and the curl, and the tricep, and the squat, and the deadlift, and the military. You know, some dumbbells, you're getting those core ones down there, but there are some specialty ones that are very important too, in my opinion, to support those smaller muscles that keep the joints in place and help prevent injury. Are they necessary? No, but are they helpful? Yes. Because remember, every exercise is helpful. Okay. Also remembered what roads are closed is helpful too. Then I realize I have to take a detour. I got a bridge out up here. We've hit it out all summer. But I know a back way in. It's not necessarily the way I would have took. Kind of get in that habit of doing it. Finally I'm starting to see some vultures soaring overhead. I haven't seen them for a couple weeks. It might have been because of the heat or whatever, but now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them out there. And I like to post them too because it's really cool seeing a big bird. Oh yeah, there we go. Must be something dead over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's something definitely. Oh, there's a live deer right there. Still has its spots. I think Mama's dead. That's why it's hanging around. If I would have had time, I would have grabbed the camera and reversed the angle, but it just. Oh well. Maybe I'll catch him on the way back. So when you're in the gym, when you're in doing exercise, remember everything is helpful. You just want to make sure that you're doing proper form. What I mean by proper form, if you're rocking and jerking, you're likely to injure yourself. And if you're rocking and jerking, you are most likely doing more weight than you should be. This is coming from a guy who throws a lot of weight on the bench. I'm not jerking, I'm not arching, I don't have my butt up to the ceiling. So I'm doing weight that I'm doing controlled. And that's the difference. You gotta do it controlled. So if you find yourself jerking or rocking your back, to do curls and things like that, probably would be a better idea to lessen the weight and try it again. And you'll get more out of it, and you'll be less likely of getting yourself injured. Because it's great when you're making gains. It's great when you're getting stronger, you're getting toner, you're losing weight, you're really motivated, and then you get injured. And it's a really hard thing to overcome mentally, because now you can't work out for a couple weeks while you're waiting for the injury to heal. Now when you go back in, you have to start lighter, and you're like, oh man, I used to be doing this, and now I'm only doing this much. And it's easy to get unmotivated, but you got to push through it, right? It takes a lot of work to get to a certain level. So if you're at a 185 bench and you finally, after a year, you get to 2 1/4, and then you have an injury, and then you're starting back up at 185. Well, it's not going to take you a year to get back to 2 1/4. You have already been there. So it may only take you 6 weeks. Because it's called muscle memory. All right? You've already developed the muscle and the strength to get there. You just have to re-strengthen those fibers. So it took me a very, very long time to get to 315, a long time to get to 405, a longer time to get to 480. So last week I did a double at 340. I anticipate doing 345 today. Now I am in a different gym. I'm on a different bench, and that does vary your lifts. I know for a fact that the weights I'm using are not high-end weights, and I weighed them, and they tend to average about 45.5 to 46.5 pounds a plate. So what does that mean? Probably an extra 5 to 10 pounds than what it's on there, but I count it as the weight I see. All right, because it's just exercise. I'm just trying to get in better shape. That is my goal. So, I guess the other point today is I was sluggish. I really was unmotivated. I was thinking maybe it was going to be a rest day. But I said, we'll make me a big shake. Threw a scoop of weight gainer in there, threw a couple legs in there, Fairlife milk. Chugged it down. I'm going to walk out to the garden. I walked out to the garden, started watering the plants because they needed it. It's going to get really hot again. It's going to be in the upper 90s after today, all the way through, I think, Monday or Tuesday. So those grow bags, they need a lot of water. Otherwise, they don't grow. And then I walked out to the front of the yard, mailbox, and that, grabbed an apple off the apple tree. By that time, I got my blood moving. I got my body active. And once you get the body active, then it's easier to get motivated. You're never going to motivate yourself sitting in the lazy boy. You're really not. You have to get out of the lazy boy, and you have to start walking. Walking is the best way to get yourself moving to the day. Don't want to be redundant or Captain Obvious. But if you want to lose weight, you want to get in shape, walking is your best exercise. It's low impact. It burns calories. If you walk around the farm like I do, it provides mental release, getting sunshine, producing vitamin D, producing endorphins that make me feel better. I mean, every song about sunshine is a happy song. No one's like, sunshine makes me mad. No, it's a happy, joy. From Ren and Stimpy, for those that might remember that. So you want to get out walking to get moving. That's the best way to start the motivation process. Then make a plan. So I made a plan. All right, do the 3 S's. Get everything loaded up in the car. Be at the gym by 11 o'clock. I'll be running a few minutes late. But really close. It's like 10:59 right now. And once then, I'll start up the live stream. Start warming up. And do the exercise. I anticipate probably getting done with the gym about 12:30, maybe 12:45. Gives me enough time to run to the store and get some groceries. We need milk, we need eggs. That's basically what I need to buy all the time, is milk and eggs. Generally, if I'm out at a nice place that sells meats, I'll buy meats for the weekend. And we'll probably do that tomorrow when we're out. Bring the cooler with me and we'll probably stop at Hy-Vee. Get some of their delicious pork chops. Man, they've got great pork chops. Yeah, I cook those for a whole week. Get more bacon, but it's not breakfast without bacon. So the only thing I won't have today is I won't have any cooking live stream because I'm gotta go to work. I owe, it's off to work I go. I tend to work one day during the weekend. Last weekend I took off because my son was in town. But the weekend before that I worked both days. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Makes the government happy though. They like the taxes. But I digress. I'm gonna let this semi go by. I'm not in that big of a hurry. And I don't pull out things that weigh 18,000 pounds. My car does not. Maybe 3. So, all exercise is good. I do appreciate the comments and the questions, even if they're challenging me. I have no problem with that. I'm going to say, well, are those push-ups actually beneficial? Because you bench so much weight. In my opinion, they are. He says, or do you just like doing them? Yes, I like doing them too. So it's both A and B. But in my opinion, all exercises are beneficial because you're contracting muscles. If you're contracting muscles, you are exercising. And when somebody comes out there and says, stop doing this exercise, stop listening to them. All exercises are good. Now, are there other ways of doing that same exercise that might be more effective or safer? Sure. As long as you're not overloading the bar, you should be okay. But when I see that, it cracks me up. There's a few of them out there, and you've probably seen them. And that's how they open. That's their catch. You know, yeah, that's that clickbait. Oh my God, if you do this, you could die. Oh my God, what are they talking about? Here, buy this protein powder. Okay. It was a commercial. So I take a lot of vitamins and supplements that I believe in. But I'm not sponsored by them yet. But I feel that they are a good part of my health. So, you know, there are the 10 essential vitamins and minerals. So A, your B vitamin, C, D3, E, K, zinc, magnesium, potassium, calcium are things that are in iron, that are crucial for your body to be healthy. Now, do vitamins have calories? No. Do minerals have calories? No. But they are involved in all your enzymes and chemical reactions that use the calories that you digest. The one thing that is terrible for you is sugars. Not all sugars. The worst one is high fructose corn syrup, which you will see on lots of labels. The next one is corn syrup. That's not high in fructose. And then we swing over to cane sugar and then molasses. Your better sources of sugars are going to be fruits, maple syrup, pure maple syrup. If you pull the log cabin out, or Mrs. Butterworth, or Aunt Jemima, or any of those out, and you read the back of them, you'll find everything in there except for maple syrup. That was kind of a surprise to me. I was like, why? So I use honey and pure maple syrup for my pancakes, and I no longer have the shakes an hour later like I used to. So during the summer, I eat a lot of vegetables. That's probably why I'm down to 237. So I'm easily about 10 pounds lighter than I was during the winter. That was because I'm eating cleaner, and my activity has risen because there's more stuff to do outside, which is a good thing. That's why I encourage people to go outside and go for a walk after you watch my video and click on at least one of the ads. So whether you're walking, running, bicycling, lifting sacks of potatoes, cutting down trees, working in the garden, working on the yard, you know, picking up milk jugs, 30 minutes of activity 3 days a week will help your physical and mental health. All right, both are needed. Looks like I can get across. She didn't say stop yet, but she was saying slow down, you're moving too fast. So got some road construction going on. Surprise, surprise, surprise. So remember, rest, nutrition, proper exercise. Turn the news off. It's depressing. I don't care what channel you watch. I got rid of my satellite TV. Don't miss it at all. I'm happier now. So really, those are things you have to do. Walk outside, watch my channel. I try to keep it upbeat. You know, enjoy life. On the weekends, go out and do something. Watch a live band, go to the park, spend time with your loved ones. Life is too short to be sitting on the couch watching the days of our lives slowly tick by and get wasted. So, thank you for listening. I'll do this up as a premiere probably later on today while I'm at work. And everybody have a wonderful and safe and enjoyable weekend.